Hello everyone, JJ here, and it's overtime and I need your help to capture this point. Today's video I will be talking about the Switch version of Overwatch, talk about some strats, and if it's really worth buying. Before I get into today's video, just telling you all to stay till the end for important information about our Discord server and other social media platforms. So without further ado, let's move this payload. Now I know a lot of you probably know this, but for those of you who do not, or have come from PC to console, any console version of Overwatch is definitely a slower pace compared to the PC version. The Switch version, however, implemented gyro sensing to help with aiming and the pace of the game, but if you are an OG console gamer like I, it feels more like a gimmick. There's also aim assist that sometimes feel more of an aimbot than it does an assist. When playing on the Switch, I do recommend getting a Pro controller, wired or wireless, because the Joy-Cons themselves sometimes drift and are very small and uncomfortable to use. I also noticed that you still get some of the PC settings, such as being able to see the latency and changing the brightness, but when in handheld mode, because the screen is so tiny, the latency info is so small you cannot even see it. My aim is already bad on PC, and transferring that ability to aim on the Switch made my experience very difficult. Though I may have not been good at it, PC game knowledge transfers over very well to the Switch. So knowing where to position myself, even with my bad aim, I was still able to make some plays that impact the game. Using the abilities is something to get used to as well. Me personally, I am used to pressing down on the left analog for soldier to run, but using that button does not work well for other characters. So what I did was just try to force myself to get used to the default settings. One cool thing I found, and was probably the selling point for a lot of us, is that the Switch version of Overwatch is portable. Being able to take the game wherever you go is an absolute bonus for a lot of us. But if you do not want to use the very small Joy-Cons on the go, you find yourself carrying more than what you wanted, carrying that extra Pro controller in your bag. Though it is portable, so can Overwatch be for PC gamers. Downloading Overwatch on your laptop and just having your mouse with you makes Overwatch already portable with a laptop configuration. For those with a Mac, there are ways around this. GeForce Now is a streaming service that is free and currently in beta. Allows you to play Overwatch wherever you want with a stable connection. Also, I have seen people either have Windows run virtually on their Macs, or they have a double boot of Windows, which gives them the ability to play all sorts of games. But the thing is, laptops are not as portable as a Switch, so depending on what you are willing to carry really just depends on the end user. It is, however, nice to see the game on different platforms, allowing the game to reach out to a more diverse audience. Some people really do enjoy console gaming more than PC or vice versa. I know for myself, I started off playing a console back in the PlayStation 1 days when I did not have a Windows computer or internet to play online games. I really did, though, wish that Blizzard could have at least discounted the game for those who already bought the game. For those of you who are familiar with the PlayStation Vita, which in my opinion had so much potential to be a great system, Sony implemented cross-buy in some of their games. This means that if you buy the game on the PS3, PS4, or Vita, you can also download the game with no extra charge on the other platforms. So because of this, it made me think that implementing a cross-buy in the game would have been nice, especially for the ones who are veterans at playing Overwatch. My uncle, for example, is a huge War of Warships player and has been playing the game since its earliest days. The company took note of his long commitment to the game and would sometimes send him special loot for no extra charge. This may not sound much, but they also sent thank you letters to him for the contributions and commitments that he put into it. With the financial position Blizzard has, it would be nice for them to give back to their audience for once, especially with the controversies that are going on right now for Blizzard's current state. Overall, I really do enjoy Overwatch on the Switch. The Switch is definitely a less competitive atmosphere, so it is a nice change of pace. It is easy to get into considering that the Switch can load up the game pretty fast and everyone has the same advantages and disadvantages. This is something that a lot of us PC gamers are aware of, is that sometimes some users would have a better PC that does not crash in mid-fights like some of us do. Cough cough, that's me stuck in elo hell. Well, that wraps it up. Do not forget to scan the QR code that leads to our Discord server that you can join. Links will also be down below for our Twitter and Instagram, so definitely follow us there to keep up with our schedule. Next week, we will be talking about some key things about communication, so click on the notification button to get notified when that video is out. One last announcement, I have a personal channel called JJ My Way, which is something that I do personally on the side. There, I post repair guides and some other adventurous stuff, so definitely check my personal channel out where I do things outside of playing Overwatch, and I hope to see you there as well. Thank you guys so much for your help on moving this payload. Let us know what you guys think, leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you on the next point.
you.